talking about some other cool things we have within the software realm of this, there is a lot that Samsung added here. There's a couple things they added only to the Ultra, but looking at this one, the big one they're talking a lot about is the energy score. This is very similar to, like, Fitbit has something similar. Garmin has the body battery. Essentially, it's going to give you a single, just one number that kind of boils down what it estimates your readiness will be for like a workout or anything that could be strenuous. So if you sleep really well, your score goes up. If you have a lot of stress, your score goes down. If you had a bunch of good workouts and then a nice rest day, you might have a higher score today. And the idea there is that if you are, maybe you're just tired throughout the day, or you're just stressed or something, you're confused, you don't know, like, all right, can I work out really hard today? Then you could look at this score, and maybe if it's higher than you expected, it could just motivate you and say, you know what? Yeah, I actually did sleep well last night. I should push myself. I shouldn't skip this workout. And ideally, you can push yourself a little bit more. But I do recommend kind of take it with a grain of salt, because the opposite can also be true. Sometimes you know your body best. You feel good. You're ready to work out, and it might just give you a low score. I recommend don't let that get in your head. I've seen people do this where they look at it and they're like, oh man, I didn't sleep well. I'm tired. It's like I'm stressed. And then they end up like kind of getting in their own head, and it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy there. So kind of weird how that relates to psychology, but it can be, kind of a useful little index. Just don't put too much value on it. Other cool software things though. You can create workout routines for this, which I think is a really cool workaround because the Ultra has like a triathlon mode where you can do multi-sport, but this, you can just make a routine, a workout routine, which is meant for like, bicep curls, bench press, stuff like that. But you can totally just do it with like swim, bike, run, and then you have a triathlon. Like that's it. You have a multi-sport on this, and it works well. Like it's not the same as the Ultra. It's not baked in here with the thing, but you can save it as a preset and name it like my triathlon, and then you have that. Additionally, we do have advanced sleep tracking on here. So, sleep tracking has always been pretty solid on the Samsung watches. Now we have some sleep apnea tracking. If your phone's around, you still have the snoring tracking, kind of a big picture, as well as some sleep coaching as well, and some wellness insights, just kind of summarizing and interpreting the data for you to say, hey, you didn't sleep well last night because you have sleep apnea. Maybe you should see a doctor and get that checked out. It really can have a pretty big impact on your life. And probably one of my favorite new features on here, and this one's so subtle, but it's such a good quality of life improvement for me, is the AI suggested replies. Probably the best way for generative AI to be used on a watch